Ich fange einfach mal an. And dear guests, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the closing night gala of the Oldenburg International Film Fest 2020. And I have to announce briefly what I'm going to do. I'm going to combine a speech from 2019 with a speech that I scribbled for 2020, and I will also include the opening speech from 2020, just to mingle with the reality. And then I wrote everything in German, and I will try to say everything in English, because I found out that it worked quite well at the opening night, so that helps me to go through it. So now I was, excuse me? What did, no. I was thinking, usually I go through write my speech based on the stuff I said the year before, and when I was reading how I started the closing night in the last year, I thought, oh, this is actually interesting to look at and to maybe read it again and then come back to 2020. So this is how it started a year ago, I would say. Everything in German, of course. Oh, it feels like someone is talking to me. Maybe not. So I said 2019, same time, a week earlier. After 5 days of movies in many different locations, we join now together here in Oldenburg. Back then it was in the State Theater. Now we're in the Kulturetage. I was welcoming everyone, blah, blah, blah. And then I said, in the last 5 days, we had the pleasure to be host for wonderful films and for the artists who made the films and who brought them to us. And the we is meant as Oldenburg. It's us, the festival, and you, the audience. And then I said, and like in the last years as well, it's probably, I said that the years before as well, it's probably not only 2019. Like in the last years, the people from Oldenburg were interested and excited for this other cinema that we bring to you. And they went with us on this 5 days of like it's in German, it's Entdeckungsreise. It's like a discovery journey or something like this. And that is the most beautiful and direct feedback that we can get for this festival. And then 500 people would applaud. And now I would say, and now I come back to 2020, and I would say in this year we took place. And I think it's correct when I say the first festival that took place in a hybrid form. So we took place digital and real, and the resume that I tried to give at the last evening for the closing night gala is way more complex this year. Right now in this moment, I can only say the people from Oldenburg came to the cinemas, and it was adjusted to the situation with a small amount, but there was not much more space available when we seat everyone according to the rules. And digital, we will have to look into the numbers, and I don't know what happened in the last days. But one thing I can say today, and I think that's kind of actually encouraging and great, our digital offerings, the virtual festival page was visited by people from 151 countries. And I think that's kind of something coming from all. So our claim worldwide seems to fit. And we, wait. No, this is 2020 still. We had great experiences in the last days. We had 4 world premieres, galas in people's living rooms. We have had, I think, 12 filmmakers from somewhere else on this planet live in a Q&A with the audience, either digital or in the cinema. And we had to improvise quite a bit. And I think our team managed this quite great. But also now maybe it's time to come back to the opening speech when we started these 5 days, because it is kind of coming together. I could pull it out and read something of it. It feels like it could also be the speech for the closing night. I was saying when the imperfect, I was dealing with digital and our decision to go digital and real, and the attempt to do everything we do with the memory of bringing people together and allowing emotions and not let the digital world take over too much. And I was saying in the beginning of the festival, when the imperfect strives for perfection, it strives for self-annihilation. Is this right? Annihilation? Yeah, okay, thank you. My pronunciation is very German at this word. And at the end of the opening speech, I said, this has been quite a journey for us to get to this point, which back then was the starting point. Now I can say it was a journey for us to get to this point, which is the closing night point of the 27th Olmütz Film Festival. And I said kind of the same things, like discover films that change your perception, open your eyes, celebrate young and visionary independent filmmaking, and remember, if anything turns out imperfect in the next 5 days, we did the right thing. So now I come back to the closing night speech, and I said we had to improvise quite a bit, like me with the speech, I guess. Wait, where was I? Oh, here, yeah. Improvisation, quite some things turned out imperfect in the last 5 days. So I think we did the right thing. That's what I wanted to say. So now we have the one highlight of the festival still ahead of us, which is the announcement of the winners of our German Independence Awards, and the official closing night film of this festival, L'État Sauvage by David Perrault. And first, I would like to say thank you to our sponsors that made this adventure journey possible. Once again, like I did in the opening speech, that's why I didn't write it down in the closing night speech, and I tell you from this. So I would like to say a big thank you to our main sponsors, the Oldenburgische Landesbank, our premium sponsors, the EWE and Flyer Heaven. A big thank you to the city of Oldenburg, to the Nordmedia, the film funding of the state of Lower Saxony and Bremen. And also I want to thank once again Crash, the host of the opening night, the combined company of Clever Reach and A-Shampoo. I want to say thank you to the Vanscha Gruppe that was supplying the cars and was driving the guests around in Oldenburg, and I want to thank the Nordwestzeitung, our media partner, Teno, our technical partner, the Akara Hotel, the Altera Hotel, and Alias Film, and I think, and Louf and Lee, our gin, premium gin from Oldenburg. I hope we all had a gin tonic over the last 5 days and agree that it's quite a spectacular drink. And oh wait, and then I want to add a big thank you now in my closing night gala. I think I have, nee, it's here. I'm losing it. It's not here. But we have a lot of time, right? Yeah, I have one big thank you to say tonight that I did not say in the beginning of the festival. We found a very flexible, competent and generous partner, and in normal times, in any other year, you wouldn't have thought about finding a partner like this partner, but we found a fantastic laboratory and a really cool, fantastic and good doctor who was supporting the festival with testing the team, the guests, being flexible, coming to Oldenburg, and that is, the laboratory is WEK in Visbeck, and the main go-to for us was and is Dr. Wilms, and I think he's here, and we should say hello and give him an applause, because that is the foundation of making this festival happen. So, one big thank you, and then we come to the exciting point of the awards. I want to thank once again to one of the main supporters of the festival, who made this journey a great experience. A big thank you to our team. So now we are coming to the awards, and the first award of this evening will be the German Independence Award for the Best Short Film. For this award we had a wonderful and knowledgeable jury here as guests in Oldenburg that did some work for us, and I would like you to welcome our jury for the best short film now here on the stage, Patricia Planik, Andreas Horvath and Tim Brüning.
Well, it's been an incredible, 5 days or whatever it was. The night before I got here, I was starting to pack my suitcase, and everybody's telling me, "What? You're flying now? You're going to Germany? Nobody's traveling right now." And I thought, "Is this the right thing to do?" And I'm very happy that it was the right decision to come here. And thanks to Torsten, Deborah, the whole team, Timea, um, uh, to stage this festival at this difficult time and to do such a very good job with it. So all my fears of coming here, you eradicated by our first visit to the doctor and the test coming out. I think we always felt very safe and secure, and it didn't distract us, I think, from watching beautiful films and discussing beautiful films. Thanks for, again, to the team and to both of you, to Deborah and to Torsten, for making this happen and making us feel we're coming back to life after these disastrous months. Thank you. And now there's not 500 people, I don't know how many you are, but my colleagues will announce the awards.
I have to read this. Yeah, we want to give a special jury mention to an outstanding movie, which tells a story of a struggling country in an audacious and unique way. Foregoing all traditional aesthetics, the filmmaker entered under the radar, challenging us to open our eyes and to a stark reality, actually. A truly visionary film that sees without showing. Our special mention goes to Chile for Whiskey Charlie by David G. Morgan.
So I'll be reading the winner. Oh, thanks. Fantasy is the key to the multi-layered reality of our lives. The creative approach to the language of cinematography and fractured storytelling in this film make it a timely fairy tale. The winner of the 2020 German Independence Award Best Short Film is The Code by Igor Nevedrov.
The award is here. Igor is not here, but we will make sure that he will get this award, and then we will ask him to send us a picture of it. Okay? So thank you very much for your time you gave us and for your encouraging presence. Thank you. So this is a mess here. In the last year, we inaugurated an award because we have a jury for the usually giving out the Seymour Cassell Award, the Best Acting Awards, that is watching the films. And last year, these are members of our advisory board. And last year, these three jury/advisory board members wanted to give out a special mention to a film that was actually achieving something which they thought should be honored somehow. And it was in a movie that made it very clear where this art form belongs. It was a film that touched the hearts of the people, and it was creating a very magic moment in the screening. It was the world premiere screening, by the way, in Oldenburg last year, and because the festival is, I think I can say this, very strong, dedicated to representing these basic things, because if everyone forgets about it, we don't want to forget about it. And then we created an award that was called the Spirit of Cinema Award, for a film that creates a very strong power and connection to the people who watch the film, and that was in the last year given to a Mongolian film called The Steed. And the production company of this film was so happy and excited about this special mention. Actually, it was not anything. Oh my God! There, now you see it. This is the story that I'm telling you. So they were so excited about receiving this award and so thankful and happy that they said, we're gonna create an award that we will pass on to the festival as like a sponsorship every year from now on, that we can give out this award. And it's an award that is not in, it's, I don't know, it's sektionsübergreifend, the German word. It's this, every film is applicable for this, that plays in the festival. Not any section is locked out or something. And they created this crazy, beautiful, immense statue that is like the horse, is a ghost of a horse on the, I don't know, it's a world, and it symbolizes a lot. It's almost so beautiful that we, anyway. So and they made this award for this year, and they were just, we don't have this award here because COVID was making it somehow impossible to have it here in time. But today I received a photo and a message from Mongolia, from Ebi is the name, Ebi, I couldn't tell you the whole name, the director of the film. And the award is here. I think there's another picture that, no, I don't know. So today we also discussed, or our jury for the Simon Castell Award discussed the film that should be awarded this year with the Spirit of Cinema Award. It's I have the pleasure to announce this award now, and from the place where the idea comes from to give out this award, I am happy to announce, kind of in the words of our jury, that this year's Spirit of Cinema Award goes to a film that was so reflective of the whole spirit of this festival, a film that was winning over its audience with characters and storytelling, and that comes straight from the heart. That it was a love letter to imperfection. The winner of the Spirit of Cinema Award 2020 is Puppy Love by Michael Maxis. I have no award to pass on to you, only to say thank you for our advisory board for deciding this, and thank you for being here and carrying this message out into the world, what I just said. Michael, we're very proud.
Well, thank you so much, Torsten. This means everything to me, and that description, a love letter to imperfection. I've been trying to think of a log line for this movie for 3 years or 2 years, and since I wrote it, and I've never been able to think of something that perfect. And I just want to thank you so much for understanding this film and seeing its essence And this is a film that I want to. First of all, really need to thank you and Deborah and your team, who have been so beyond exceptional and impressive, adapting in a really challenging climate and making us all feel welcome and part of a family in this truly original and against the grain festival. This film was made against the grain with a bunch of underdog people. It's inspired by my cousin Morgan, who's been bullied and picked on his entire life, never really given a chance. And really, this is dedicated to him. This is a guy that who has inspired me, and I wouldn't be here without him. And I don't want to drag this on too long, but there's so many people that I owe immense gratitude to. Mel, my partner, who's been with me since I directed my first music video 14 years ago. This brilliant cast, Paz de la Huerta, Hopper Penn, who you've all met, and everyone that wasn't here. They just brought this story to life, which was very personal to me. It's a world that we shot in my hometown with people I know and places that I grew up around. The executive producers who were crazy enough to put up the money to make this, Sam Osman and Nicolette Senna back in Canada. It really, it's actually absurd when I think about it, when they read this script and saw this story, that they were willing to put up a significant sum of money to make it, and I'm forever grateful to them. And just, you know, when you watch the credits of a film, they take 5 minutes for a reason, because it just really takes so much effort and energy from talented, creative, relentless people, just like it does to pull off a festival like this. And I just, yeah, I don't know what else to say other than this means everything to me. Thank you, Torsten, and thank you, everybody.
So now we come. Thank you, Michael. Now we come to the German Independence Award, the best film. We changed the order a little bit because we are going digital and real. And the German Independence Award was given out by the audience in the last days, here in the cinemas, but also in the digital screenings. And normally I'm standing here with a lovely head of our main sponsor of the OLB, with Karin Katerbau, because this award is funded and supported, like the whole festival, by the Oldenburgische Landesbank. And she's usually holding a lovely speech that I can't do now because she's complimenting us, probably sometimes in a very nice way, but I can take over her job. And the first thing is, warte mal, is this short film, another short film? No, I want to remind us all of the nominated films. I need a list, and I need a list and a letter. Your letter is here, and where's the list? Ah, there. See, that is a perfect imperfection. So, nominated for the German Independence Award, Best Film, was American Thief by Miguel Silveira, Black Jade by Guy Longstreet, Buck Alamo by Ben Epstein, Full of Fire by Dennis Stormer, Miracle Fishing by Miles Hargrove, Puppy Love by Michael Maxis, Shorter by Frederick Louis. How would you read this?
It's Danish, Frederick Louis Hirt and Anders Olholm.
Yes. Summer White by Rodrigo Ruiz Patterson, The Longest Night by Morocco Coleman, and Untimely by Pooya Estehardi. And this I give to you. Now I open. So, and the winner of the German Independence Award, best, and oh, here it's written. And the winner of the German Independence Award, best film, is Miracle Fishing by Miles Hargrove. So, and up here, you stay here with me, okay? So I know that Miles was already doing a Q&A the other day live in the cinema, and I think the sign that I have to do is like I turn around and then we might surprise him, and he's ready for a call, and we see him at his home, and I think he doesn't know anything. So I'm gonna say hello to him and then I tell him that he won the award, and then we maybe applaud him once again. Great. Okay, I turn around. Okay, once again. Turn around. Oh, look at this. Wow. Miles, welcome. Can you hear us? How are you doing?
I can hear you. Can you?
Yes, say something again, and then we say we can hear you.
Yes.
Oh.
I just heard the news. I just found out.
Oh, you know it already. Oh, okay. Wait.
I mean, genuine, like, I cannot believe it momentary. So, you're witnessing about.
Miles, what do you see? Where do you see me when I talk to you? Can you see me?
Yeah, well, I'm seeing somebody in the audience right now, but
Ah.
I'm seeing the back of you as, now I see you getting down.
Yeah, can you see me? Okay, Miles, wait. Can you see your award? Can you see it? This is gonna be filled with what?
I believe it. I'm so grateful. I never expected this, and I'm really moved by this in a big way. And it's taken a long time to get to this point. It took 25 years, and came out in just as it began. So it's had a long journey like into the world, and this being its international premiere, this also being the festival that the Grinders who are right here, they were able to come to the premiere. They're a major character film. They'd never seen it before. They were your guests yesterday, and we all had an amazing emotional moment, a moment that I've been waiting for years as I struggled to make the film and wondered often whether or not I would actually get it done. So I was able to experience that virtually with you guys yesterday, and I'm so honored to win this award. I really can't quite believe it. Thank you.
Thank you, Miles. And I just want to say, look at this. This is on its way to you now. But tonight we might fill it with champagne and have a drink on you.
I would love it. I wish I could be there with you. I wish I'd had the chance to get to know you all better. I've dealt with some of the technical team and in getting these Q&As done. But you've been great, and everybody tried so hard to get me to be able to come out there. And I really wish I could be experiencing that with you. That award is first award I'll have ever won for like an actual trophy that I can display maybe somewhere up here somewhere.
Great, great. Thank you so much, Miles. Thank you and congratulations. Okay. Okay, now, thank you so much. So now, the final awards we give out today are the awards for the acting, the best actors, and I have a wonderful jury, our advisory board members that are supporting the festival not only now but since a long time, and they went through the films and they decided upon the winners of the Seymour Cassell Award. And I don't have to say a lot other than introducing Deborah Kara Anger, R.P. Karl, and Paul Tiltges. I think it's the only microphone. What?
Hello, everybody. It's nice to be back in the Kulturetage because it reminds me I'm getting older and older because in 1998, I guess, it was the first festival's German Independence Award ceremony. Thorsten, is it right? Was it? And I was here because I was nominated. It was my first feature film, Angel Express. It was also the opening night film. So it's nice to be back here in this room. Yes, we had the honor to be the jury for the Seymour Cassell Award. And in these challenging times for all, culture is more imperative than ever. The late Seymour Cassell was a champion of this festival and its spirit since its inception. And he was an icon of independent cinema. Worldwide, he is celebrated for creating performances so authentic, so present. He offers a punch to get the gut. He created characters like the man himself that are unforgettable. This year, there were extraordinary performances in every single film, and the quality of artistry has deeply impressed us. So this decision has not been easy, as the spirit of Seymour Cassell is present in each one of your performances, and we just wanted to thank all of the male and female actors who have offered us all, not just the jury, but audiences worldwide, such a gift. And now, Deborah will
happily step in. Okay. Brave, raw, and real. In a fearless and transformational performance, this actor transported us into the soul of fragile humanity. Without judgment, she journeyed through the darkest tunnels of being with such purity of heart and emotional intelligence that it was as if she was speaking for all those silenced and dismissed and abused, challenging us to revisit our ways of seeing, reminding us that diamonds are also hidden in the gutter. She is a true artist and a gem. The Seymour Cassell Award for Outstanding Performance by a Female Actor goes to Paz del Huerta for Popular.
Oh.
So, what can I say? I'm very grateful to be here. The first movie I ever made was Luminous Motion with Deborah, and it was an incredible experience. I was 12, and her beauty is unbelievable inside and out, and I felt like coming here is kind of like full circle, and it reminds me of my own innocence and why I chose to act. I was problematic, I was crazy, I was self-destructive, and in Luminous Motion, I felt like there was, I'll talk about puppy love, okay. So I just want to say it's full circle to me to be here with Deborah because I really love her. And I love Thorsten, and I'm very grateful for this award. Mike Maxis. Basically, I think the worst thing you can do to another human being is take away their freedom. I truly believe this. I am so grateful that Mike gave me the freedom to do what I felt was right for Carla, for Morgan, and the film. He gave me a lot of freedom, which is not necessarily normal. I've worked with a lot of directors and some are very controlling. For me, improvisation is where you find what's lying beneath the scene, the truth of the scene. I meditated a lot when I made this movie. I do TM meditation. Everybody thought I was sleeping, but I was meditating because it helps me get in touch with the truth. And even if I was feeling badly and it was a happy scene, I mean, Deborah knows about this. You get in touch with the true emotion and then you transmute it to whatever is happening in the scene. That's how I work. And I want to thank Mel, Michael's girlfriend, who supported me unconditionally while making this film. I'm really proud of this film. I normally don't like films that I'm in, and I really like this movie, and I'm very proud of it, and I'm so grateful to be here, and I love my award. I think I'm going to sleep with it. Thank you.
Some pictures.
Ah, yeah. Okay. Some pictures.
Oh, pass. I have one thing to say before you go. When you look at the award, you see there's no name on it, right?
Yeah.
You know, we do after this closing night film, we do a live engraving of it.
I would love that.
Yeah, that will happen. We didn't forget this.
Thank you, Thorsten. Thank you.
Okay. There are also actors. Courage, passion, unconditional commitment. That is what it took to embody the being, the soul of a character that is truly a punch in the gut. A character who unfortunately was not a fictional character, but a real human being who terrorized and threatened the lives of too many young women. By bringing this character to screen, those voices will now never be silenced. We have witnessed the horror. We have witnessed a monster. For better or worse, actors, as human beings, are often stigmatized by the characters they play. To take the risk to be so despised on screen requires extraordinary bravery. That's why the Seema Cassell Award for Outstanding Performance by an Actor goes to Danielle Arauz for his performance in The Longest Night. Bravo.
Barbara. Okay. Thank you, Barbara. Thank you, Thorsten. I love you, Oldenburg. I speak Spanish con Rodrigo. Dedico este premio primero a my family, a mi familia.
First of all, I want to thank my family.
A Lola Arauz, que a los 12 años me invitó a tomar un yogur muy grande y me dijo, quiero ser actriz, papi.
Lola Arauz, my daughter, 13 years old, she invited me to drink a milk, and she said to me, I want to be an actress like you.
A mi hijo, Pedro Arauz, que está en este momento trabajando, adaptando un guión de una miniserie de un autor que se llama Roberto Fontana Rosa.
I want to also thank my son Pedro Arauz. He's also working in filmmaking with Fontana Rosa.
A mi compañera Renata Morini, que me dijo que tenía que hacer esta película para llevar luz a la oscuridad.
I also want to thank Renata, my partner, that she told me, please do this film. She encouraged me to perform this film, to bring light beyond the darkness.
Que había que pasar este gran dolor para sanarnos.
We need to see this suffering in order to heal.
Se lo dedico a Sofía Castells y a Morocco Coleman,
Of course,
my friend.
I want to thank Sofia and Morocco Coleman.
Morocco! Y se lo dedico a todas las víctimas que eran niñas universitarias que sufrieron el flagelo de este criminal y ellas salieron a la calle a protestar por su causa.
And of course, I also want to thank to all these students, all these girls that suffer this monster. They were students, and now she shout out to try to heal this violence.
Y por último, Deborah Thorsten, hoy en el mundo el cine está vivo por Oldenburg.
Deborah, thank you very much. Also, the film is also the film are alive because of Oldenburg. Thank you to Oldenburg. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
One picture?
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
kann ich. So, jetzt habe ich endgültig meinen Faden verloren. Aber wir sind, vielen Dank, jetzt kommen wir zum bewegten Bild. Den offiziellen, oh, why do I speak German all of a sudden? The official closing night film of this year's film festival is coming up now, and this will be another scene moment where I turn around, but I don't turn around yet. It will be the German premiere of a French film called L'État Sauvage, Savage State, and the director of the film, David Perrault, has been in Oldenburg quite a few years ago with his first feature film, and he won the German Independence Award back in that year. And this is his second. The film back then was called Our Heroes Died Tonight, and it was like a film noir taking place in Paris, I think in Paris of the 50s. And now David has put together a second feature film, and it's a Western, and it's a feminist Western. And David was completely excited to be here with us tonight, and another story that this year is providing probably quite a lot. The year of the pandemic, he was few days ago, his flight has been booked, everything was scheduled, and he was allowed to travel, and then he was in I don't know how you say it, in a chain. He was like, he had contact with someone who was tested positive, and that means he goes in quarantine right away. And I think he's now in quarantine in Paris, and he we want to say hello to him. I turn around, and David, can you see us?
Yes, I see us.
Ah, wonderful. Welcome in this strange virtual way. Welcome back to Oldenburg. We are very happy that we are able to present you and your film, and we are super sad that you finally cannot be here with us. But I'm glad to see you. And can you see the sold out room? Because
Yes, and I'm very
it's
happy.
unbelievable. It's like all this social distancing. It's like a packed room. So I was just announcing you that you've been here in Oldenburg with your first film, and this is your second film. It took quite a while to set it up, and it's again a movie that is kind of showing that you are a lover of certain genre movies, that you know your cinema history. Maybe you want to share a few thoughts.
Yes, you can behind me. No, so I'm very happy to be here, not physically. It's very heartbreaking for me not to be here. But Oldenburg is very special to me because when I came here 7 years ago, it was my first movie, and I won here my first cinema award. So I love Oldenburg.
So now you're back as the official closing night film, and it took a while to set this film up. But as a young French filmmaker, to do a Western, that sounds kind of difficult, was it?
Yes, it was very challenging because I want to do a Western, but you know, I'm French, and you try to sell it as a baguette Western. I don't know. It sounds not very well, but I hope the film is good.
we're gonna watch it now, and after the screening, you'll be back with us, right?
Yes.
You want to hear our reactions, and we want to see you and applaud you. So now I think the two of us announce L'État Sauvage, Savage State, the German premiere as the official closing night film in Oldenburg. I see you in a bit.
Enjoy the
David.
film.
Okay, thank you.
See you.
So, jetzt geht's los. Bewegte Bilder, moving pictures. This is what we are doing. We want to support cinema, and now we are very happy to present you L'État Sauvage by David Perrault, German premiere screening in Oldenburg. And I think just, do you need someone to be out there, Fabio? Oh, fine. We're all watching. Okay, great. I see you after the screening. Thank you. Bonne Projektion.